Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube right now. We've been on a while though. So we've been on since 2006, I think. 2007. I know. So whenever YouTube started, we got kind of right on top of that. Yeah, so we got a lot of videos.
I didn't want to do the podcast like that.
Say that again?
I said, if you mentioned to me before listening to me, I said, it depends. You said I had the situation here and also mine as well.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted to be in person.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. That way you can interact, look brothers in the eyes. So if you got any questions, just ask. All right, we're going through this brother's question real quick. He's gonna repeat it again, and then since you came in, and then we'll go into it. So put the mic closer so we can understand and hear you.
All right. The only house I went to today, she was Judith. And she had like a big Buddha statue I've seen. And it was another, at the end of the day, I went to another house. This is Esau. And it was kind of, on her walls, she had, you wouldn't believe, slave chains. As big as, I got a picture of them.
Really?
Slave chains.
She was what? Esau?
Slave chains, all different sizes, down to a little baby, all the way to adults. She had.
So Esau had this in her house.
Had this in her house, and it was like in the morning. Like I said, Judah had the big Buddha statue I've seen. And in the afternoon, the business side or the house I went to was pretty much it was just had chains and different things up, and had also German swastikas and all that stuff all through the house.
Right.
And it really tripped me out. But I guess my biggest thing is like, as far as, because the thing is, you don't want to go in and just, because again, I am in their home and I don't want to sit there and, go in on someone about stuff that's going on in their home, but also, kind of be a light, especially to the young lady that was Jewish, and I ain't going to sit there and just kind of just go in on her in her home.
Right.
And of course, since I am in the couple of work, I guess, how do I go and maneuver or be decisive on
how to deal
with it, and also just say, hey, we need to change some stuff.
And what he's asking is basically how to share the word in different environments without, him being at work and he's I was going to say Comcast, but what is it, Cox? Him going to different houses and different people. How do you share the word of the Most High and get the word out, and deal with these people? You know what I mean? Without being offensive, right? Now, I like that question. And I like it because a lot of brothers that come into the knowledge, and we were just talking to this other brother, Larry, earlier, they come into the knowledge and it's kicking the door type of mentality. It's throwing over the table all the time in every situation. And we were talking to him about Yahweh Shai approached the Pharisees not the same way all the time. He didn't always come and be like, you serpents, you vipers, every conversation. So if you look at the vastness of how Yahweh Shai dealt, it wasn't just in one way, right? So he dealt, and it's the main thing what Paul said. This is what Yahweh Shai showed forth. Go to 1 Corinthians 9, and I think it was 22. Go to 1 Corinthians 9 and 22. So I'm going to answer this question in this way. First, I'm going to start here because this is the first thing we got to learn, like Yahweh Shai did, who they call Jesus Christ, right? How did he approach people? He didn't approach everybody. Peter, when he had the devil on him, he said, "Thou hast a devil." But he didn't always approach him like that when he was out of order. You know what I mean? There was different ways that they were dealing with each other, right? And this is it 9:22?
Come.
Yeah, read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 22. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak.
Right. So this is what we have to understand, that how do I approach this person? How do I approach this person or persons and come down to their level? Because a lot of times us as Israelites, I'll put myself up there, we got so much knowledge, sometimes we can talk down to people. So we got to be able to condescend to the lower state and be able to come to their level. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of what we're doing. Listen what he's saying here. Go ahead.
I have made all things to all men.
See, so how do I become all things to all men? You see what I'm saying? Like if I know my mama got an ego, right? But I want to win her over and get her to get the knowledge. Could I just come in and take out the Christmas tree? This is Babylonian custom. Burn it, you wicked. Or do you go in there and say, Mom, you know what? I've been reading the Bible and I found out that the Christmas tree is not in the Bible. Like your approaches. But then your boy, you might be able to say, nah, bro, you got to put down that damn blunt. That's wicked. The Most High is going to destroy you. But you know these people in your environment. You know what I mean? You know how to approach. Like us in here. There's certain ways certain brothers, certain sisters got to be approached. And you got to know when to give them the fire. When they might need a reproof that is sharp. Or they might need hey, bro, let me rap to you for a second, man. You know what I mean? But you'll never know that if you don't learn to know that. Because this is not a skill that everybody has. Like when I got the knowledge at 15, I had a... Yeah, go ahead. What you going to say? Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hand them the mic. I'm sorry. And then they can hear you online too. They'll be able to hear you online too. Is it on the point?
I can see how I look on the camera.
Oh, nah, you ain't gonna be able to see.
Alright, so,
Is it on? Make sure it's on, brother. Is it on the topic? Is it on the topic?
yes, I used to.
Is click on the thing? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
So, on a beautiful way. My homeboy, he moved out to DC.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he ended up being in a situation where he's questioning his life. And
So you gonna ask another question, right?
no, this is the question.
But is it on the point what we're talking about?
It's absolutely one.
Okay, go ahead.
The only reason why I asked is because I didn't know the answer for that question. He's thinking about going to a shelter for going to school. The shelter, the program he's going through, the shelter is a situation where he has to give up on the school and stuff like that. But he wants to go to school so he can complete he's making $20 an hour. I told him no one depend on the dollar and stuff like that. I told him no one depend on the dollar amount. But it's hard because I can't really tell him what he needs to do. But like it's a situation where he's going in the shelter.
Right.
In DC, so it's like it's all the subjects. I'm from born and raised in DC, so I know what it entails to be out in that area, the type of things, the type of influence, the type of drugs,
Right.
the type of things that is going to have get into a situation where it's going to be less fortunate. But I don't know if I did convince him to go there, but let's say he's going to have that position where he's going to go there and it's going to be his life change. You don't know because people are unpredictable, or you should do the job.
Right. Well, let me finish this because what it's going to do is hopefully answer some of what you're saying. Grab that from Mario. You know what I mean? So let me go into this question a little bit more, and then hopefully that can answer the point. Me being young, I knew a lot of Bible verses, but I didn't know how to talk. So a lot of us get wisdom or excuse me, get knowledge, but we don't have wisdom. We don't know how to relay the message. So right along what you're asking is, well, how do I relay it? Well, if we don't think like this and say, well, I got to become all things to all men. So I got to learn the skill of understanding people. You know what I mean? And that starts at home. Like, everybody online can do this at home themselves. If you get frustrated with your wife, you get frustrated with your kids, then what's the problem? You don't know how to deal with people. Because if you don't know how to deal with your wife at home and your kids, and you're frustrated, you can't talk her down, you can't get in her head, you can't sympathize and give her logic without y'all going at each other, then you have to say to yourself, okay, I need to work on the skill of learning people. You know what I mean? Because, and I know brothers are saying, well, that's not necessary. Either they're going to hear or not. The Bible is telling us a different way. Yes, we know they're going to hear, but it still tells us whether they hear or forbear. We know cry out loud and spare not. But the Bible is still saying this too. You can't just void that out and be like, well, you don't have to become all things to all men. That's what a lot of young men are doing, and they're not knowing how we do more worse, like you said, pertaining to your question. You'll do more worse hurting people instead of understanding, wait a minute, let me understand first, let me learn before I can approach this individual the wrong way. But it takes humility. We went over the same topic. I went over it with another brother. He wasn't hearing that. He ain't show back up again. Why? Because brothers don't want to hear, oh, sit down and learn. So it takes humility for a brother to sit down and learn how to do things. Right? But we ain't done yet. Finish that. Go ahead.
I have made all things, all men, that I might by all means save some.
Yeah, isn't that the point? To save some of them? He says, I've been made all things to all men that I might save some of them. Mm-hmm. Well, you got to know how to become all things to all men. You got to know how to approach them in their environment. You know, if you're in high sedity suit, you can't just walk up in the hood like that. They might look at you like, what, you police?
One time.
You one time. Like, you coming up in here, who you? Right? So you got to what? You got to throw on different clothes. You got to throw on different talk, different swag to be able to approach them. But then you got to be able to put back on the suit and know how to approach the other individual. So what I'm saying is what the scripture is saying. It's a learning process, right? To be like this. Go ahead.
And this I do for the gospel's sake.
Right. And why do we become all things to all men?
For the gospel's sake.
For the gospel's sake. So we're learning how to do this for the gospel's sake, right? Be able to teach that next brother or sister that we haven't been in, because you might have grown up in the hood environment. He might have grown up in the doctor lawyer environment, but you guys got to learn each other's environment. You see, I got to learn to do that. Go hold that. Go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Let me get this one real quick. Right? I got you. Flow with me. I got you. Where you at?
Right here. Because what you're saying is because of his word.
Right. This is gonna. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 18 and 19. I'm with you. We gonna that one's in there. Give me the other one. So read that Ecclesiasticus 18 and 19. Oh no! Let him read, bro. You're a guest. You got to read loud. Then, if you're gonna read, you got to stand up.
Absolutely.
All right, you got to stand up. You got to read loud.
Oh man.
Yeah. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 19. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 19. Okay, let him get it. Let him get it. Don't worry about it. We appreciate that, though. We love the zeal. Hey, go ahead. Read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Learn before thou speak.
Do what?
Learn before thou speak.
How many Israelites don't want to do that? They want to, oh, I know scriptures, but I never really sat down and learned to speak, to how to approach brothers, how to teach people, how to talk to people. We figure, man, anybody, they just gonna get it. You know what I mean? They gonna get this word, and it's like, okay, but you're offending them, and you're not even getting your message across the right way. Read it. What did it say?
Learn before thou speak.
Go right. Learn before thou speak. Right. Why? Hold that and go to Ecclesiasticus
20 and 13.
20 and 13.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20, verse 13.
And I'll slow it down so y'all can write these down. Listen, you got a pen? Did you got a pen, brother? Yeah. Go, just in case we move too fast, you can write these down. So where you at right now?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20, verse 13.
Yeah, and I'll slow it down a little bit. Ecclesiasticus 20, verse 13. Go ahead.
A wise man, by his words, maketh himself beloved.
Right? You see that? Why do I got to learn? Because how do I speak wisely? How do I win this brother or sister? Now, I know I'm going to say it again. All the time, I'm not saying all the time you're going to be soft. All the time you're going to be loud. What I'm saying is you won't know if you don't learn. Going back to your question, you won't know if you don't learn. You know what I mean? So as you keep coming, watching, studying, you know what I mean? You're going to get better at it. You're going to get better at going in there. Because you got to be strategic. You can lose your job. You see the Buddha in her house, and you know, like, you know what I mean? You setting up curses in her house, or, hey, some brothers are trippy, man. Or you might say the wrong thing when nothing needs to be said. You see Buddha in her house. You see what God she worship. You might not need to say nothing. It's not time. That's why I'm saying it's a time for all things. But we got to learn that, right? Read that again.
A wise man, by his words, maketh himself beloved.
Right. So you see that? How do I make myself beloved? Because if the point of me teaching this brother or sister is to heal them, to win them, then I should learn how to do that. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not at fault at this, and a lot of brothers are at fault. It's like a lot of brothers don't want to sit down and really learn, and their zeal does more hurt to people. Right? That's why it says, my people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So it's like you go, all you had to do was bring it to your wife a different way, smoothly, but you went in and you did it wrong, and now she hates your guts. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of families, they start out with what? You're in a cult. Because you came in and you start throwing over tables, and instead of being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. We're going to go there after this one. Go ahead, read that.
But the graces of fools shall be poured out.
So read it from the top.
A wise man, by his words.
All right, that's it on that. Go from there, go to...
Matthew 10 and 16?
No,
Okay.
the other one.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 30.
Proverbs 11. I want you to make up a sequence out. I'm literally making a class. It's got to flow. Like what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Go ahead and read that.
Proverbs.
Sorry.
Chapter 11, verse 30.
Right.
The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
Right. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. So, isn't that what we want to offer to people? We want to give them the tree of life, which is his word. Go ahead.
And he that winneth souls is wise.
So, what's the point of me telling this person the knowledge? To do what? To win them, right? Yeah, listen, we're not the prophets of doom. I would send for many fishers, and they shall fish them. We're fishing. So brothers got to learn how to fish. It's not hunting season now. He says afterwards he was sent for many hunters. You good? Oh, you're good.
I don't talk about my religion on camera.
You what?
I don't talk about my religion on camera. I thought we talked about it was simple things and stuff.
Oh no, we're having class here.
Positivity stuff. I mean, I thought it was class, but like it's very like all of that. Like, I'm like used to all that.
All of what?
I'm very like I'm sensitive about the people that I love and the people that I talk about the people that I love because I appreciate the development process because a lot of people don't have the same belief. I just thought this is a little too much. I mean, it's like flying like all of that and all of this. I don't do all of that. When I talk to people and they're sensitive, I really appreciate people. So I don't broadcast the appreciation unless it's something where someone's like, hey, this is what's going on. I know you, when we spoke that day, I came through, I was around in the 40s, and you said, you talk about the Israelites, you had your conversation and stuff like that. But it's powerful. And he told me it was going to be like a FaceTime thing, but I thought it was going to be one camera, and we had that conversation. I was like, now I want to be here in person. Like all of this is just too much of a production for me.
Too much of what?
A production.
Oh no, we're having.
I don't do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're having class. We understand, brother. Well, when you're ready, you can come back. What we do here.
When I'm ready, y'all find me. Like, I don't do all this. It's too much of production. I hope the camera's cut.
No, bro. What you're not understanding is we have class with people we know.
Understood.
So if you.
I understand it when you come in here prior. I understand it now. That's what I'm saying. I understand it.
Okay.
It's not the same as you had. It's too much of production. You love what you love. You should.
Bro, we're here. We understand. Okay, so when you're ready to learn, you can come back here.
All of that, like it's all good. With cameras and all that stuff. Like that's not me. I'm sorry that I showed up here with this energy. Like I'm always positive energy. My positive energy. I'm sorry I showed up.
Okay, we're gonna get back to answering the brother's question. All right.
Let me answer my brother's question. My homeboy, like, I'll come back at a later time, but I don't like all.
Okay, we'll come back through, brother. We welcome you. All right. All right, brother. All right. So where we at?
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
Right.
And he that winneth souls is wise.
Right. And he that winneth souls is wise. So it's we got to learn. We got to learn these things. You know, go to Matthew 10, verse 16. Matthew 10, verse 16. Read that.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 15.
16.
16.
Go ahead.
Behold, I send you forth as a sheep in the midst of wolves.
Go ahead.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents,
Right.
and harmless as doves.
There you go. So that goes back to your question, right? How do you go into this environment and instead of doing hurt, right? How do I approach it? So you gotta be spiritual, right? You know what I mean? And that takes you learning. Then you can go in there and you won't do more damage than you want. You know what I mean? That being said, when you at work, you got to be very sensitive. Unless you just don't give a damn. I mean, that too. Some brothers don't care. They're like, I don't care about this job. Then you can do whatever you want. But if you plan on keeping your job, then you're going to have to, when you go to these people's houses, you're going to have to tread with wisdom. You're going to have to be wise, you know what I mean, slick, you know what I mean, if you even want to get in a conversation. Because all the time, every situation is not always need to be talk with people. Go to one of our other favorite ones. Go to Proverbs. You hear us always talk about this one a lot. We're gonna have to start making sure cats at the front door ain't coming in here drunk or on drugs. Go to Proverbs 26:4. We're gonna have to start, because the school, Remember, we only been here 4 months, so we're trying to welcome people. But at the same time, it's like High Priest Yeshaya said, you got to make sure cats ain't coming in here with drugs and guns and drinking. We got to let them know, like, man, you've been drinking, bro. Come back another time. So read that at Proverbs 26:4.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Answer not a fool according to his folly.
You see that? So sometimes it's not always to go into it to argue with a fool. Sometimes you got to let a fool be a fool. Why? Because I know that if I get into this conversation, it's not going to get anywhere. Right? It's not going to get anywhere. So why would I get into this conversation with this guy? Right? Go ahead.
Lest thou also be like unto him.
Right. Next you know, he's dragging you in and people are looking at you like, okay, is he going to argue with him? Then it's like, now the attention's on you. Just like what Tahawam was dealing with the brother out there in Houston. You got the brother constantly trying to poke and ask the same, like, brother, you know what we believe in. All of a sudden, we ain't going to change and believe in Immaculate Conception. So why are you going to argue with us? You come to class all the time. That's like you sitting here all the time and don't believe that Christ is black. But you going to sit here just to sit here. Like, nobody does that. But you get foolish people that do that. And then in their mind, they're chaotic. They're argumentative. Then they want to what? It says doubtful disputation. They want to get into this doubtful things, doubts that are in them or how they feel. Like we've already said what we believe in. There's no doubt here. So either you believe it with the scriptures or what we prove. If not, you know what I mean? So a lot of times you can't answer a fool according to his folly. You got to ignore him. Okay, next question. You know what I mean? And you're going to meet people like that in the world. A lot of these people in the world, sometimes, man, it ain't meant for them. When we went down, I went down a Conscious Planet, and I was getting something to eat over there, and he was like, "Man, I like your shirt. I like the fringes." And you know, he started doing his. I was like, "Yeah, man. Well, we Hebrew Israelites, and when you read in the Bible, he was like, blah, 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 blah. He did his down south Negro slave personality impression. He did the best impression of a slave nigga. That's what I gotta stop you right there, brother. I gotta stop you right there. I don't believe in the Bible now. I'm like, okay, brother. I'm like, that's it. I don't gotta sit there and argue with you. You know what I mean? Because you obviously shut yourself down for a conversation. Because if you were into conversating, a wise man will hear and receive instruction. You will listen before you judge, right? It says examine first, then rebuke. Right? He would be wise enough to understand that, but he don't. So why am I going to get into a conversation with a fool when I know and I perceive folly out of his mouth? But now read the next verse. Go ahead.
Answer a fool according to his folly.
Right?
Lest he be wise in his own conceit.
So what is the Bible telling you? You got to be wise enough know when to go in. When to be able to say, you know what? All right, brother, you got it. That comes with experience. It comes with time. It comes with you learning. You see that? You was going to ask a question? We're in Proverbs 26.
Verse 4, 5.
4 and 5. So you see that? And that's why it goes back to Ecclesiasticus 3 and 1. There's a time for all things. You got to know that time. You got to be spiritually discerned. Your spiritual discernment has to be there to be able to say, okay, no, this guy got high demons on him. Right? It's no point to even entertain. All right, brother. All right, shalom. You know what I mean? Let me stick back to why? Because those spirits are going to cause more chaos and confusion. You deal with them at home. That's your sparring partner. You're dealing with at home and in your family, right? And then if you can't calm your rib down, right, and you start being drawn into those demons and she start making you be a demon, then your skill is not up to par. And I'm not saying I'm better than thou. I'm just saying that I had to realize that within myself, that dang, my skills got to get up. My patience got to get better. My wisdom's got to get more sharp, right? to be able to deal with my rib, and then my skill is going to get better to deal with brothers. You know?
So he's not necessarily turning it on and off. It's just know how to be decisive.
Yeah, just be, no, okay, it's a time. Is it time for that? Is this person open? Are they willing to learn? Right? But one more scripture. Go to 1 John. Yeah, this is, man, I'm going to say this. What we teach in our school, these are one of the things. Why? Because we don't want us to represent Israelites as these brute animals that ain't listening, that you just going at people. Yahweh Shai didn't do that. So we're trying to weed that out and make sure brothers know, regardless of what you've seen online, this is what the scriptures say. Learn to speak. Be wise. Right? Be wise as a serpent. He that is wise winneth souls. A wise man to be promoted by his words. Taking these scriptures in mind so we can make the right decisions on how we deal with people. You know? Go ahead and read that where you're at. Oh, 1 John. Yeah, 4. What is it? Try the Spirit.
Oh yeah,
1 John. Let me see here. Yeah. You got it? 1 John 4 and 1. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of God.
Right. But then how do I know to try that spirit? I got to examine. I got to look. Talk to him. Communicate with him. Hey, so what you think about? And then you probably get them in a conversation, get them in a little oblivious conversation and try to bring them around to what you want to bring them around, but you got to know how to do that. Or else they'd be like, yeah, one of your guys came over here and told me my religion was trash.
Right.
I want him fired right away. And it's like, I didn't say that. I just asked him about Buddha. Right? So you got to be wise.
Yep. You
know what I mean? So finish that.
Because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
No.
That's the example of that first verse.
Right. Exactly. So you get that, right, Ak? Yeah. I mean, we can keep going with this about learning to speak, how to approach situations. There's many of scriptures on this topic, you know. So, yeah. Did we have anything else online? Did you have anything else on that? No? Okay. Yeah. Mario, you had anything? I see you thinking over there.
Oh, no, I'm just
soaking it in?
Yeah, I'm just paying attention.
Got you. All right. Did we have anything online? What we got online?
I'm not sure.
You look at that adrenaline.
What is a physick?
Oh,
Physick.
But they spelled it P-H-Y.
that's how the scripture spells it.
Yeah, that's how the scripture spell it, but watch, look it up. They're talking about in the same, go back to that scripture, it's Ecclesiastes. Learn to do 20? Is it 20 or 18?
18 and 19.
Did you look it up?
No, about you.
Yes. Yeah, I looked it up before. I forgot what was it Ecclesiastes 18
and 19.
Yeah. Right. So
Just the doctor. Just how he spelled it. He spelled it wrong. Well, translated it.
Right. Right. The art of practicing healing. So it's just I guess more the Greek way to say it. That's all it is.
Yep.
So the art of practicing healing disease. So like a doctor. All right. Was that it though?
Now, there's another question.
Yeah.
On your video on Lucifer, a few days back, you touched on reincarnation. Asked about 6 months ago about a deeper understanding of this issue. I was told you would send me links I never got.
Who's that saying that?
I don't know, something adrenaline chrome.
Okay. So what was his question?
Can you go in on this issue and bring it out? I asked when you were in Texas.
What issue?
It says, question, on your video on Lucifer a few days back, you touched on reincarnation. So what's your specific question?
Yeah, you're gonna have to re-ask your question because if it was back then, I probably forgot about it. So once again, we're human. So when we do that, it's not out of avoiding you. It's just that
says, yeah.
I just didn't get to it.
It says, if you can't get into it tonight on reincarnation, can you prove scripture so I can do that research? Thank you.
Reincarnation?
Yeah, so if you can access, you talking about reincarnation, right?
You're talking about regeneration. Because the Bible don't use reincarnation; it uses regeneration to regenerate. So that's all he's asking about.
If you can ask your question a little bit clear, adrenochrome, on your specific question.
What was their specifics on regeneration that you want to know about? Because just look up the video. I can send it to him. I thought somebody must have not sent you the video. We did a few videos over that. So I don't know why you didn't get that. Unless there was something that you did watch the video and there was something you didn't get. But we touched on a lot of classes on this regeneration, or what they call it, reincarnation.
Yeah. Proof of reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
Drop.
Wait a minute. Didn't we send him the video?
She ain't never received it, so I'm gonna send it right now.
Okay. So he just sent you the video. I thought we sent you the video in the chat. I could be wrong. Can you try to send that video in the chat? We get a lot of people asking, but I thought we sent you the video, but he just sent it right now. So
my link's garbage. My link, I don't know how to send a link through YouTube.
yeah, she's gonna send it. We're gonna try to send there's a few of those classes, but we'll send you one of them. So yeah, we touch on that a lot. What else we got on there?
That's it.
Okay, if y'all got any questions, now's the time. If not, we're going to take the last hour to go over his topic. As far as, what is it, adrenaline? What's his name?
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome. We're going to send you the links. Yeah, yes, brother. Yes, we believe in regeneration. We did multiple classes over it. We're going to go ahead and send you the classes we went over on regeneration. All right? We're going to send them again right now in the chat. So, let us know if you get these in the chat. You send it over to him, sis? All right, send it over to him. Yeah. All right. Anything else? All right. Let's give him a few seconds before he touches on this topic. It's a good topic he got, but we did say we were going to open up Fridays for class. For questions. Excuse me. So if y'all got any questions, now's the time. There's one up at the front desk doing the black. Where's your charger?
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, that charger's up there. Marwilla, do me a favor. Go grab him that charger up at the front. All right, so do we got anything? Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem, brother. All right, let's go ahead and go into this topic then. Go ahead, Art.
All right, so tonight's class, we're going over the topic of too late for the dead. You know, and how this topic actually came up because, you know, we're in the inner cities. When you're driving around, you see a lot of funeral, what do you call them? Processions.
I told him to leave it in the door.
You know, and
get in and out.
Whenever you think about it, it shows so much. Our people give so much care, so much affection, so much energy to individuals that passed away. You know what I'm saying? You could think back about, you know, homies, you know, they may have been killed. We do the RIP on the shirt. You know, we do the parties for them. You know, and it's sad because it takes death for an individual to receive that type of treatment. You know, and the first scripture I want to go to just on this, give me Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25, man, because, you know, we forsake the living. You know, while they're here, before they die, we don't pay no attention to them. We don't call our parents. We don't call our cousins. We don't hit up the homies that we knew in high school or that we have some type of close relationship with because we've been around them. We just choose to forget about them and get lost in our own sauce.
Yep.
Until death comes in. Oh!
Then they crying and acting like they really loved them.
Right, like, yeah, but 2 weeks ago when they was in prison before they got that juice put in their vein,
yeah,
you wasn't there for them. You know, before they got slammed up against the wall by a car, you weren't there for them. We seem to just forget and do our own thing. But this is what the scripture says, because our people seem to, again, forsake the living, man. We forsake those that are alive, our parents. And you can keep on going down the list whenever you think about it. But give me the scripture. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Yeah, the Most High said we should be not forsaking the assembly of ourselves with our people. We shouldn't be forsaking the assembly or calling. We understand that we're not like right down the street from our people. But is it too much to call? We got a cell phone. Is it too much just to, hey, what's going on, Pops? Listen, I know you're not dealing with what I'm dealing with. I'm going to still hit you on, hey, listen, how you doing? Let me give you that respect. Hey, listen, Mom, what's going on with you, Mom? Oh, for real? Did you eat today? Oh, you trying to lose a couple pounds? It could be basic talk. You don't have to go into the Bible every time you hit up your people. I know I don't. Because why? It's going to cause more arguments. Listen, all right, listen, you know what I do. Come see me when you see me. But I'm at least stretch my arm out and do what I'm supposed to do. Because the Most High is telling us to do what?
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Yeah, not forsaking the assembly. We understand this is still going to about Israelites together. But are not your parents, your cousins, your homies, aren't they still Israelites? Again, the Most High gave us the knowledge at what age? What age did you get the knowledge? 38. What age did you get the knowledge, Mario? Young. You know what I'm saying? You was young, so everybody's coming in at their own time. Do we just give up? Do we just forsake them? But a lot of our people literally forsake the gathering, forsake the communicating. Listen, in junior high, you got something to say? Where you at?
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25.
Yeah, Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. But again, we're not supposed to be forsaking our people, the communicating with them. Keep reading.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Right, as some matter of some is, man. Because a lot of people, man, they forget about your family, man. We forget about the bros. It don't matter how high echelon you don't went up to. It don't matter about that. But those are still your homies, your friends, your family members, those that you had bonds with. The Most High said, forsake that not, but we do. And then when it comes to death, we looking sick.
We looking sick, man. Now you got the forever rest in peace shirt on.
You know what? It's perfect. Like what we were just talking about just a second ago. It ain't necessarily like Hebrew Israelites that woke up, right? Yep. It'd be a lot of the people in the world that don't give a dang about, really give a care about their people. Because we were just talking to the other brother earlier, and remember, the people are looking at that love that you generate. You know what I mean? You generate for your people. And the world don't know that love. Nope. There ain't no love in the world. They're not hearing that. So the same cousin that died a week ago is the one guy you was talking about where you're going to go fight him because he owed you a dime sack. It shows that's how ignorant this mentality is. Like, you gonna wear a shirt, wear the t-shirt like you said, wear the put, you know, this is for Tukey, and
this is for my homie.
This is for Tukey, man. Rest in peace, Tukey. And you put the shirt, but you didn't do nothing to help him. A t-shirt ain't helping him.
Nope.
Home for justice.
Yeah, that's not helping him. You can wrap your car with him on it. That's not helping him. What's going to help him is, were you there when it was needed?
Oh yeah.
Right? Were you there to tell him when he was off?
Yep.
When he was wrong?
Yep.
When he was out of the way? When he was disobedient? But you wouldn't know, because why? You on that same path. So this is when he talked about this class, I was like, man, that's a good class, because when you go to funerals, people be, oh, he was so good. I'm sorry to say this. Listen, how many of your family members was wicked as hell? Let's think about it. Was he good? None is good. Go ahead,
Come on. Go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 17. That's true, because this scripture holds. Yeah, man. You know, I think about it because, you know, I sit around and I see a lot of, you'll get funeral cars. I just drove up here and I seen a whole procession. They had the lights jumping. I'm like, who is this? What was a funeral car? I thought it was like a president or something.
Right.
Had the front car leading with the flags and the lights at the top, but the car behind it was a funeral car. I'm like, for real?
Hearse.
Yeah, a hearse.
Yeah.
You know, I tell this story in Houston. I lived on the southwest side of Houston, man, and my next door neighbor in my apartment complex, the townhome spot, he was a heroin dealer. So he'll deal heroin, weed, pills, everything out in the open, right? Supposed to be a big dope man. I'm like, you still serving where you sleep at, you dummy? But one night, I looked out, my dog was, you know, I'm like, man, what's going on with this dude? Looked outside, I seen a van. You know, I was kind of delirious. I was like, man, that's some college van or something. I went back to sleep. I woke up, I was like, oh, that ain't no college van. Went outside, it said forensic. Looked to the right, I seen the yellow tape. I was like, ooh, somebody got bodied. But long story short, it was the dealer. And then whenever later during the day, there was a whole line. You know how they have the little tape, the little yellow tape where they block off from the scene, and, you know, where family and friends can. But it was like 20 people up there for this despicable dope dealing individual. 20 people. I was like, oh, hell no. This nigga was wicked. He was selling all that, bro, heroin.
Right. And they'd be pouring out tears.
Yeah. He had a good heart
to sell crack to his
to
mama.
sell heroin, man. Black tar. You know what he did? He cut it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give him that pure.
He was a good man. He used to give us that pure.
Right. He was always on time. When I asked, he was there. Because he was selling around the clock, man. He was selling so much. I was astonished.
Yeah.
I used to tell brothers, look at him. He's serving one right now. Pull up to the house, serving right outside.
He walk up to.
But you mourning whenever he dies. But you weren't there to be like, listen, man, you sure you want to sell at your house? You sure you even want to sell drugs?
Right.
Because read what the scripture says, man.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 17.
Come on.
Now in this that I declare unto you,
Right.
I praise you not.
Read.
That ye come together, not for the better,
Right.
but for the worse.
Yeah, you were supposed to come to this man, not for his money, but to be like, bro, you kind of...
reckless.
Yeah, you off right now. Like, you really out in the neighborhood like this?
But the world ain't based off of truth.
Nah.
Family, friends is based off of, I'm gonna watch you die. It's like me and you were talking about that, Mario, the other day. They watch you when you was the pill popper.
Right.
You good. When you was the drunk, you
You
good.
swerving on the street.
But now you read a few verses and quoted a few verses. They like, oh, you strange. What you
Right.
doing over there? It's like, nigga, you didn't.
You got the devil on you.
Right. Oh, but I didn't have the devil on me when I was zannied out.
right. You didn't say nothing about it. You was popping it with me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why. And I've been telling my kids the same thing. You can't give a damn about what the world says.
Oh, no.
God.
Unless they got some wisdom, they like, give me something out of here. You got to take it, hear what they got to say. But, oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. But, because why? You can't let that bear on your conscience. The wisdom of wickedness is not wisdom.
Yep.
So it shouldn't bear on your brain what these people are talking about. Not at all.
Yeah, you right on point, Mustafa. Not only did they have the candles out, they had the Ciroc bottle next to it. Bro, they had the Ciroc bottle out. Wasn't even open. I was like,
Rest in dead, Negro.
right. Rest in the sauce. I'm like, oh.
For the Catholic saint candles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the beads
Yeah.
around, like the angels that took him up right to the fourth.
Man, you should have been giving that brother some scriptures, man. Now you want to come over there all holy apparel, like,
Could I throw one in there and
Please.
inseminate one, and then you can come back and flip that,
oh, indeed.
and then we get with that. Go to
Come on.
1 John 5 verse 16.
Yeah, man. You know our people is
Yeah, it's a sick mentality, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch you dissipate. I'm gonna watch you destroy. Y'all listen. Y'all pay attention. If y'all don't know where we're at, just raise your hand. Go ahead. Talking to the kids, y'all. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 5, verse 16.
Go ahead.
If any man see his brother sin, a sin which is not unto death.
Yeah, see, you're supposed to be looking at your brother and saying, man, is this guy, what is he doing? And is this destructive to him? You see him sinning a sin unto death. You're supposed to be, man, listen, bruh, you going down the wrong path. But how could that happen when we're doing dope together? We're doing drugs together.
Yep.
Right? We running trains on holes together. You think that person's gonna be like, yeah, man, we need to dial this back a little bit. They might, man, hit me with another bump and kill with that noise.
right. Kill that.
They're not hearing it because it's who you're surrounded by. Think about it. Who you surround yourself by, man, that's who you're going to die with.
Time.
You're going to die with that mentality. You're going to die with that mind state. Mm-hmm. And then what have they done for you? Are they real friends?
Wow.
I had to go over this with my kids again about a real friend.
Oh yeah.
I said, don't be calling these kids friends when they just acquaintance.
Yeah, you know, just because you laughed with them,
Yeah.
had a little chuckle
It's not a friend, bro.
at all.
A friend is someone that's gonna tell you, bruh, you killing yourself, bruh. You need to chill out.
Yep.
You popping too many of those damn pills, bruh. Look at you. Go look in the mirror. You look like a damn zombie. You can't even speak no more. You got Bobby Brown draw. Huh?
Right?
You know what I mean?
Talking like you don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah. But it's like you see him dissipating and you just let him.
Yep.
That's not real love. So why are you crying for this person? You could have
Oh yeah.
You could have helped them in the beginning.
Yep.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing now, a help to our people. Read it one more time.
If any man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death,
Go ahead.
he shall ask, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death.
Right. See, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be giving him life. You're supposed to be saying, man, let me show you something, brother. But you don't got no wisdom. This is why the Most High tells you about us dying for the lack of knowledge, being destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and we're going to die without knowledge. When you go to Proverbs 1, you're going to die without knowledge. It's a curse. And then all the family and everybody's mourning. It shows you, man, the world has no real love. The only way you're going to really love And I'm not talking about Christianity love, because that's the same thing as the world. Yep. Christianity is like, you're judging me. You're why are you judging? You don't supposed to be judging.
Right, where'd that come from?
That's like, what are you talking about?
Bro,
it says a wise man, it says examines. Yep. It says a spiritual man judges all things. Right? But you're judging. No, you got it misconstrued. I'm not condemning, but I'm definitely going to judge. You know what I mean? You judge everything around you. Man, do I want to eat that? Yep. Do I want that car? Do I want, you know what I mean? Do I want to deal with this person? Oh, do I like this? No, you judge everything in life. You're supposed to. Or you're going to be a fool falling into everything. Read it again.
If any man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death, he shall ask, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death.
We're supposed to give these brothers and sisters life. What we're doing now is giving our people life. Yeah. The word is life. The truth is life. This knowledge, Yahweh Shai, is life. But they got to accept it. Or else they're going to die a fool. They're going to die wicked. Go ahead.
There is a sin unto death. I do not say that he shall pray for it.
And a lot of people send that sin unto death. Blasphemy. Blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. A lot of people die blaspheming the Most High. There's no forgiveness of that. They die blaspheming, man. You got one? I was going to throw another one in there. And just because we went over this earlier, go to Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes in the Bible 4 verse 9. Just right on that point, man. This is what was supposed to be happening. This is what happens when you're really your brother's keeper.
Oh yeah, that's why. Because you said the world don't know love. Listen, the Bible says that keep my commandments.
Right.
For this is love, and then the commandments just shows about coming to your brother, man.
Right.
These guys is
there's a lot of brothers and sisters, man, and we've been dealing with it. They come in the truth. They hoorah.
Oh yeah.
They hardcore.
Right.
Y'all go back to our old videos.
Goku's.
This ain't nothing new. I know you brothers in the school think it's something new. Like you come in, you different, and you're not. It's the same thing back in the past. We get brothers that come in. They come in. I'll die for the truth. Right? I mean, see, it's new to y'all, but you know how many years we've been saying that? Because brothers come in with the same mind. You're coming in to be brought to life.
Oh, yeah.
But brothers come in and like, no, you ain't going to tell me how to change. You ain't going to tell me how to be. Then why are you here, brother? Yeah. Only the sick need a physician, not the whole.
Right.
If you're good, then you don't need none of this. You got your wife, your life, your order. You got wisdom. You got the laws. You already have it. But the problem is that we're not understanding Israel. People in the world is not understanding what is good and what is life. Life is the word. But how's that word come? It comes sharp sometimes. And it cuts. And it rips. It messes with your ego. It pricks your pride. And that's a lot of brothers. Niggas are too hard. So what happens? The Most High is like, okay, I got a messenger for you to warn you. You don't want that? I'll send my next messenger, the angels.
Right, since you couldn't understand.
Since you couldn't understand one messenger, I'm going to send the other messengers, right? He says he sent famine, pestilence, the sword, the biting of beasts.
To the evil messengers.
The evil messengers, fire.
You couldn't take the
like you couldn't take the brother telling you, hey, that's the wrong spirit you got on you. Bro, I don't need to put blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right, it's too much pride in Israel. Yep. But it's the same thing in the world, right? But look at the outcome. Look at the outcome. When they die, what happens? How did anybody around them benefit with that spirit of, I don't want to hear it? You're judging me. Right? Which is BS because, like we were talking about, Mario, what is your family doing with you? You can, if you didn't know the knowledge, you can come back and say, well, you're judging me. Yeah, Christ said, don't judge me. if you didn't know the knowledge. But you know the knowledge to at least consider certain things, even though, but they're off. So
Nobody wants to be condemned.
yeah,
Don't be condemned by the truth.
nobody wants to be checked.
Yeah.
They don't want to be corrected. But read this real quick. Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9.
Right?
Two are better than one.
And that's what that family member next to you was supposed to be there for.
Done.
That family, your brother, your sister, your mother, your uncle, your cousin, you know what I mean, your so-called friend wasn't supposed to watch you dissipate, die, and kill yourself.
Yep.
You two are better than one. You were supposed to have that one there to help you, to tell you. Watch, it goes down. Go ahead.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Yeah, when you guys are doing things, the reward comes when the other person can enjoy it. You can't enjoy this individual's life anymore. Why? Because you weren't there. You weren't there to help him. Right? So why are you crying over at the funeral, punching things and he was a good nigga, why he was taken? Because you let him be evil.
Yep.
He wasn't good no more because you let him turn to the dark side.
You weren't your brother's keeper.
You weren't your brother's keeper. Get that one. Go ahead, read.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're at Ecclesiastes in the Bible, the 4th chapter and the 9th verse. Ecclesiasticus. These, sorry. Huh?
I just want to throw something in there.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 22:11 says, we for the
We're going to go there. We got that one.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you on point though. We in the same mind because
Done.
exactly where we going. So two are better than one, so you can have that brother there to help you. And dealing with the circumstances that we're dealing with in our school, it's kind of on the topic, but off the topic. It's because we're talking about this death. You let them die. We're not gonna let brothers just come in and just die. Because here's what happened. When you come in, now you're accountable. You know. You're more accountable than those cats out there in the world. He that knoweth shall be beaten with what? Many stripes. You're going to be beaten with many stripes. So, brother, you got to get your mind in the right place and understand. When you come in amongst the body, brothers are supposed to be their brother's keeper. You're going to get checked.
Done.
You're going to get told, hey, that's off. That's wrong. Why are you moving like that? It can't be a spirit of, you're picking on me. You're messing with me. This ain't, we had to say it to brothers. This is not kindergarten. There ain't nobody like, brother, why you messing with me? Bruh, you came here to get checked. Or else we just going to let you just walk in here like the brother. He came in drunk, right? We just going to let him just do anything? No, I mean, but that's what Israelites want. You get to come in, act like a nigga, be disgruntled, do worldly stuff, and then be like, see, yeah, the reason why is because these brothers, it's like, no, the reason why is you were a nigga, and we're checking you, now it's like, oh, well, I got to rethink this. You don't got to rethink nothing. Go back to the Bible and remember, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. When you come to Christ, it says in John 3:17, you got to come to the light.
Done.
It says, if not, it says, then you're going to go to the darkness, and that way is your works not being reproved. If your works ain't reproved, you're going to darkness. And that's what nobody wants. They don't want nobody. You come in here, you come amongst us, and nobody wants us to be the brother's keeper. We're supposed to do like the Christians. Look at you and be like, oh, yeah, brother.
Right. Ooh, I'm gonna hit.
And we're one of the nicer groups.
Right.
Like, you think ISUPK and IUIC is being nice about it? They hit your ass from the door. Like, listen, you can't come back. We let you come in. We work through your problems. But once again, that's our downfall as brothers and sisters take that for granted. Because they like, oh, they know these brothers got a good heart. Instead of saying, wait a minute, man, these guys have got a good heart, from the door, they're going to check me and lead me in the right place because they've done it. When you get pride, now you're reluctant to receive the correction.
Right.
We must be our brother's keeper. Now, what we talked about earlier, there's methods. You see what I'm saying? For different babes. But we got to do it. You going to get it. Yeah, even though brothers are a little hard and brothers are soft, bruh, you're supposed to receive it to the meek and the froward.
And you know why a lot of people, they do err? Because the Most High said it pleased him to bruise Christ. So how much more getting an individual that don't know what's going on in order? It's like, bro, you have to go through some things, man.
And it's for the better, because we're not gonna do what the world does to you.
Nah.
Oh yeah, man, you good, bro, you good, and then his house is messed up, his kids are messed up, his family's messed up.
Oh yeah.
That ain't a brother's keeper, man.
No. Genesis chapter 4 and verse 9.
Yeah, hold that. Let's finish this, and then we're gonna go right there. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
So we supposed to be there. You people in these families that's watching your family members dissipate through crack, dope, drugs, dissipate through abuse. You know something's going on in your family. Kids being molested. Go ahead, say it.
Nah, because you got a lot of, especially women, man. I've seen that a lot where individuals getting beat upon, right? This is obviously in the world. Getting beat on in the world, but you ain't say nothing about it, though. It's like, just because she not saying nothing, so you're not going to say nothing.
Yep.
You're not going to make it seem like it's an issue. Nah, you over here getting beat on, she don't know how to get up out of that.
Yeah.
But that's the world, though. They rather just allow somebody to, listen, that's your life. I'm going to let you do you.
Yeah.
Until it's over. They get choked out, to put to sleep forever. And now you mourning again.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's right. But this is the problem. This is a problem with our people.
This is the issue.
This is the issue, is that nobody wants to hear nothing.
Nah, man.
Nobody wants to be corrected.
Nope.
So, I know we're touching on a few different angles on this topic, but it just popped in my head as we were going over it. I was like, damn, we're dealing with this now. We got brothers every time coming to the school, and it's like, damn, man, you came here to learn, but now when correction and the dirt starts getting peeled off of you, you don't want us to do our job and be your brother's keeper. It's like we're supposed to turn our back and let you just keep increasing in foolishness and folly and weakness.
Oh, it's just like
It's
college.
supposed to be like that.
It's like college. You go to college, you want to be this doctor, you start going through the classes, but what do you call them? Prerequisites to get to be a doctor, but you be like, oh no, that's a little bit too hard.
Yeah, you start going through those stages.
Oh, I can't deal with this. You just want to just run away.
Yeah.
Same thing, man.
Go ahead, read on.
But woe to him that is alone.
Right, and that's the thing. What happens when you leave that family member and you're not there for them and checking them and letting them know and helping them? Woe. Woe means destruction. We supposed to be our brother's keeper. Hold that. Jump to that. Genesis
chapter 4 and verse 9.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we'll jump back after this.
Genesis chapter 4 verse 9.
And
the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Now, that's the spirit Cain had on him. We're not Cain.
You don't supposed to be. Brothers be trying to push you into that spirit.
Right.
Like, I'd rather you just not say nothing to me. It's that type of vibe. Listen, you get those type of vibes from your ribs.
Right.
Right? Like, I don't want you to be my brother's keeper. I'd rather you just let me be dirty, filthy, off in my spirit, and I don't want you to say nothing.
Right, like the world says, see no evil, speak no evil.
Right.
Like, man, stop. You can't hide this.
Yeah.
You can't hide the max.
This is a big problem with our people, man, and it shows the lack of love and care. But then when they're dead, you want to like fall over the coffin and, you know what I mean, start crying everywhere.
Come on.
No, now's the time. Now's the time. Read that part one more time.
Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Keep reading.
That was it. That was it. Am I my brother's keeper? The question is, are you? Do you want to be? Do you care? This is a real big demon with our nation, right? When they get the knowledge out, they don't. It reaches a certain point where brothers don't want to be told nothing no more. Simple things. Sisters don't want to be told nothing no more. Simple things. Go ahead.
It was Ezekiel.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 33 and 6.
Yeah. Right, I keep forgetting. Go ahead. Our time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ezekiel 33:6. Because if we're not trying to be Cain, we're not supposed to be Cain and have that spirit upon us, right? But at the same time, like you were bringing out, you can't get mad. You can't get mad that you're getting told how to correct yourself and how to get closer to the Most High. You can't get mad at the person who's trying to deliver you, who's not trying to deliver you into Satan, who's watching out for your spirit, right?
No.
This is the aspect of where we're coming from. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 6.
Go ahead.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet,
See, because we're supposed to be this watchman. We're your brother's keeper. We're this watchman, not just for you, but for every man, woman, and child who's of Israel, for the whole nation. We're building each other up to be these watchmen. Read.
and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Because we're trying to stop the destruction of our people, so we have to warn them with the trumpet, with the word. Why? Because that's upon us. That's on us. We can't just stand idly by while my brother falls to destruction, falls to drugs.
A very good point. A lot of people don't understand the repercussions are going to fall on us. Yep. The commandment was, when we know, to tell your brother. So we got to tell you, Ak. We got to tell you you're wrong. We got to tell you you're off. You brothers and sisters that don't have the knowledge, and you know in your spirit that your family member is dissipating, this person in your household is dying, killing themselves, it's your job to say something. Or when it's too late, know that his blood is on you. His blood is on you. Because you knew better. And you just watched them die. You know how many people are like that, man? You know how many family members? Because they're selfish. The world is selfish. No real love. Yeah.
Yeah, go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 33 in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 33. Because, you know, once you allow this brother or sister to do what they want to, lead themselves into death, lead themselves into the pit slowly, and you watch them die slowly, like those horror movies. It's like you on the screen. If you could call somebody, you'd be like, don't go in there. You'll call them up, but you just let them roll in the room. This is what an individual ends up doing, man. You end up literally, you know, helping them at the wrong time. It's like it's too late. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 33.
Come on.
A gift had grace in the sight of every man.
Yeah. Now you want to give gifts, man. Because a gift is great in the sight of every man living. Read.
And for the dead, detain not.
Yeah, but the dead can't detain no gift. Now when they die, you out here doing all this exponential type things for them. You know what I'm saying? You have the wake. The wake is waiting for their spirit to reach to the center of the planet. Man, stop. You at the memorial of them. You done made sure they had all the flowers, bro. You could have made sure that they didn't have no drugs around them.
Oh, you know what really upsets me when they try to do a year after year vigil?
Oh yeah, listen, they do it in Japan.
Like, they go to visit the
dead.
Yeah, it's like years, like
Dia des Muertos.
Yeah,
Day of the Dead. Chicken, jalapenos, because that's what they love to eat. Honey butter biscuits from Popeyes.
Man,
it's like, nigga, you should have told them to stop eating that.
Man, some dirtbag said it the best. Fake love.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Fake love,
right?
Fake love. America's about fake love.
Yeah, man.
And because people don't know what real love is, that's why people shut down. You start to give them real love and attention, they're like, you know what I mean? I don't want that. I'd rather you just not tell me nothing. You know, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
It's sad and destructive. You know, I hope you think about that, man. You're dying. You're out. You're falling into your mire, and you don't want nobody to go there to you and be like, "Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey, what's up with you, man? Get up, get up, brother. Yep. What, man? No, you got to stand up. No, you got to fight. You got to beat this, man.
Yep.
You can do this." What happened to those motivation? Oh, that's only for white folks in movies. Because when it comes to real life, it ain't that. It's just like, man, you know, he gonna do what he do. You know what I mean? That's that nigga right there. He gon' it don't supposed to be like that.
Yeah, man. Read that again.
A gift had grace in the sight of every man living.
Yeah, a gift has grace in the sight of every man living. Listen, while your family members, your friends are alive, listen, give to them. Hit them with a
right.
And a gift don't mean like you gotta have a $50,000 Louis bag. Or
right.
You over here getting them new car. No, write a note to them. Send them a text. Listen, I was just thinking about you. Hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up whenever you're free. Let's just rap. Especially if you got this knowledge.
Yeah.
But more importantly for our people, man, they gotta understand, like, don't wait till somebody's dead. Do this now.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about last class, the holidays. Why you gotta wait to give canned goods on Thanksgiving? Right. Give canned goods every Friday of the month, because canned goods ain't expensive. How about you go ahead and wash the dishes, get you a little bit of allowance,
right,
and give it out on Friday to the homeless people.
There you go.
It don't take on those specific days. You should be doing this while they're alive, because read.
And for the dead, detain not.
Yeah, the dead don't detain that. Like when you look in Issachar's culture, the Mexicans. Yeah, they want to put these, and it's sad because they're cartel members, but they want to bury them in gold. You know what I'm saying? Go to Trinidad. They had the biggest dope dealer in Trinidad that got murked. Now they want to put him in a car full of gold, his jewelry, all his money. You know what I'm saying? You want to put him in the air repressant.
Because our people, they wise to do evil, but to do good,
they know not.
It's like then you get real skeptical.
Oh yeah.
All the niggerism you done did in the world, you went and got told everything by everybody in the world. But right when you got the truth, then you want to be skeptical on everything. Then you're Mr. Inquisitive and searcher for knowledge. It's BS.
Come on, man. Ecclesiastes 22.
It's BS, all right?
Ecclesiastes chapter, actually jump down to 35. Jump down to verse 35.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Be not slow to visit the sick, for that shall make thee to be beloved.
Yeah, the scripture says, be not slow to visit the sick. Because our people, we disannul the sick. We forsake our sick people. Yeah. We don't care. We care about putting a Big Mac down our throat and sipping some Mountain Dew. Yeah. That's all we care about, what we want.
Right, and let me put a little things in perspective. We know that our work, when Yahweh Shai said, let the dead bury the dead, this ain't about you dropping the work, because I don't want nobody to get that misconceived. Like us dropping the work of the Most High, right, to deal with these people that ain't listening. What we're trying to show you is that if you care, start giving him the word, telling people, sharing the gospel, right? Learn the gospel, learn the word, so you can be an asset to your people. This ain't about carnal things where, and it's nothing wrong to do good and of course do like the scriptures say, you visit the sick and things of that nature, but this ain't about, I just drop the word of the Most High. Well, I got to go take care of this because my family member. Like, Yahweh Shai said, let the dead bury the dead for a reason. Oh, yeah. Meaning that's their business. But what is our business? To do and share this word. God. To wake people and give them the things that are going to bring them back to life. This is what we're supposed to be doing. God. But if you don't understand what is going to bring the energy back to this person or brother, sister, family member, your mourning is pointless. God. Your mourning is pointless. Go ahead.
And then the Most High has given us a lot of utensils to still communicate. When it says visit, that just means communicate some way. Everybody, who has a phone in the room? Right. Raise your hand. Mm-hmm. Who got an email address? Raise your hand. Listen, who can write? Come on, you know what I'm saying? You know how to put stamps on an envelope? And that's all you got to do. I remember,
what's a stamp?
Right?
What's an envelope?
Right. But my mom says it all the time. Like, she knows what I do. And she knows that, listen, I ain't coming to the house all the time. Right. You're not finna, you might have to come visit me because I'm not coming to you. But one thing that she always says, like, listen, at least call your mom every once in a while. Yeah. Just call. Because that's all they want. They want to hear your voice. Mm-hmm. But if it's really that bad, they'll come and see you. Because that's what they're doing. They coming right up here to Virginia. And they're going to be right in class, too. Why? Because they understand that, listen, this is the work. But listen, if you got a problem, you can always reach me. You can text me, leave a voicemail. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna be touchable. But that's what it is about visiting the sick. That's what it is on understanding how to, again, deal with those that have issues, man, rather than just forgetting them. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse, or 22 and verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 22 and verse 12.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 22 and verse 12, because it's the big issue for our people, man. You know, our people have no knowledge. They have no wisdom, man. They're literally just walking around in just foolishness.
Yeah.
I see bros out here. We're going to get to the end of the class with these big chains with pictures. I'm like, bro, I bet you don't even know her middle name. You don't even know your mama's middle name, nor her maiden name. But you got a big picture with diamonds on it.
Man, our people are carnal as hell.
We got a brother.
It's show. Go ahead, say what you gonna say.
We got a brother in Houston that was shown on a big jeweler's website, right? He got his grandma in his chain, $10,000 chain.
Knowing damn well he ain't never visit grandma.
Come on, man. You don't even know what grandma's favorite plate is, man. You don't even know how she eat her bones. Because y'all know how grandma eat their bones. A lot of them, they grind them all the way down to it's like, ooh, what is that, grandma? You know what I'm saying? You see how they eat where they take out their teeth and eat the popsicle. You don't even know the small stuff like that.
And if you did care worldly, if you say, well, I visited grandma. I bought grandma, with my drug money, I bought grandma a gift every other day, every other weekend. Is that really caring for your grandma?
Wow.
What is really caring for your people?
Right.
Is that sitting around watching them love lies? Right? Die doing the things that they want to do. Is that love?
Right.
That's what it's.
Well, they went out with love. They went out doing what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Swayze. He said, your guy Patrick Swayze said, I ain't gonna change. He had cancer.
He said,
he's gonna smoke. He said, I'm gonna smoke till I die. He died of cancer, and guess what? He did die looking like a shroom,
Like a cracker.
right? Yeah, like a shroom, a cracker shroom, dry, and it was bad. But
little brown. You know,
but that's why the Bible says, "Love not in word, but in deed and in truth."
right.
You got to love in this action. You got to love in the action of the word. You got to show the people the transgression, and then you got to show them in action that you love them and that this is beneficial for you to grow.
Come.
Because if you don't, then you're just saying it.
This is checking me, man. There's a lot of, really with me is out of sight, out of mind. Like, if you ain't in the vicinity of Israelite doing this work, you know what I mean? And I got a lot of family, man. A lot of family, a lot of brothers and sisters that got Hebrew names. You know what I mean? But they haven't walked the path of a Hebrew. And I got to remember, okay, let me shoot this person class. Let me shoot this person class.
Right.
It's a check.
And but the reason being is because it's saving you for when they die. You gonna have this remorse,
you
this
can
resentment.
at least you could at least say, you know what, man, I hit them up.
Yep.
I rap with them.
Every once in a while. Every blue moon.
That's true.
Come on, like my dad. It was good to hear from you, son. Nah, I know, because you ain't doing where you at. You ain't doing nothing out there. But I'm gonna give you some spirit though. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 22, verse 12.
Right.
7 days do men mourn for him that is dead.
Yeah, 7 days. This is the process of when somebody dies. We're supposed to mourn for them 7 days and keep moving on. But we know it, like last class, Ezekiel, he couldn't mourn. But it says 7 days mourn for a man. Read.
But for a fool and an ungodly man.
See, but for a fool, a man that's out the way, a man that don't have wisdom and understanding, a man that's out here, or a woman that's out here with no discretion, that don't know how to talk, that's stuck on drugs, a fool and an ungodly. What happens? Read.
All the days of his life.
All the days of his life, man.
Meaning that right now we're supposed to be mourning like they're dead.
And with that mourning, what are you going to do? You're going to do the actions of taking care of this individual. Because when you mourn for the dead, again, you calling up everybody. Like, think about it. How long does it take to get a wedding together? It takes a little while, right? How long does it take to get a funeral together or everybody to come together?
Yeah.
Actually, let's do it like this. Let's do a family reunion. How long does it take to get a family reunion together? Months, about a year, right? But a funeral, listen, 2 weeks, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Think about it. How much action did they put in to
That's
get that
dope.
popping?
That's dope. Yeah, because you show that same action you were supposed to put in as this fool was living this foolish life.
Oh yeah.
And do like the white man does. We're having an intervention.
Yep.
We're having an intervention because you ignorant as hell. And we came here to tell you need to stop it or the Most High is going to destroy you.
Oh yeah.
But usually it's just you saying it, right? If you got the truth. It's not your family. It's not your friends. It's you. This is the way we got to show the love of the Most High. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and a lot of our people, you know, we're not mourning for our people, man.
Yeah.
We don't have no sympathy towards them. But again, that's because the world has literally cut off that love that we're supposed to have, man. But then a lot of our people were mad at our family members. Where we got problems and issues with our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So what happens? That goes into a grudge now. Now you don't care. You ain't talking to him like, man, listen. This man didn't give me my $1,000 that I owed him. Bump him, man.
Yep.
Die slow, nigga. It's like, dang, that's how you feel? But a lot of our people got grudges on their family members, man, and they don't want to talk.
Then they come into the truth with the same mentality.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know how to forgive. They don't know how to let go. They hold grudges. They
Yep.
have an evil suspicion. And then you try to bring that old man into the knowledge.
Yep.
And now you try to personalize everything between the persons that's telling you the right thing.
And that ain't the case
Same
because
thing.
you never received true love, man.
Yeah.
And our people don't know how to love. Give me Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 26. Our people don't know how to love. You know, a brother may have checked you. Now you feeling like he done tried to stab you with a dagger in the heart on the low, or you tried to hit me with some subtle things. No. I'm trying to heal you, brother.
Right.
I'm trying to show you the right way, sister. You know, Dad, listen. I know you're 5'6", Pops. Your gut is sticking out like you're damn near 250. You listen, get off the pork. Get off the honey buns at night, Dad. You know what I'm saying? You trying to tell him, like, listen, you look ugly, man.
The honey buns.
Yeah, honey buns. Put them in a toaster. I'm like, you toasting honey buns for real? Like, you got a delicacy, but you about to die of high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pulling this scripture because a lot of our people got issues that goes on, and it's unresolved. Read where you at.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26.
Come on.
Be angry and sin not.
Read.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
And a lot of our people, they got issues with family members, friends, brothers in the truth, sisters in the truth that was just trying to be right and to show them the right way. And they go to sleep with that frustration on their mind, with that non-clarity mind state.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the brother and talk to him. You didn't go to the sister and talk to him. Now you're going to sleep with this wrath on you. You're going to sleep with these evil suspicions because that's really what it is.
Yep.
Because you ain't checking your mind with nobody. Like you saying, woe to him that's left alone.
Yep.
You checking, you're like this bull that's straying, tearing yourself apart with your mentality. But now you're holding a grudge on individuals that end up passing away. And now you like, damn.
It's too late.
It's too late. Now you about to go down this whole tunnel of just regret.
Yeah. You
Darkness.
got a lot. And people do that, man. How many black families hate people in their own families? That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, like my dad.
Yeah,
come
church.
on.
They sitting in church. It's Israelites that do that.
Sister Linda.
Try to act like brothers don't do it. Brothers do
Right.
it all the time. Oh, I ain't gonna deal with him. He ain't gonna say nothing, so I didn't go to. You know how many conversations? Sister, did you go to the sister? No, because you just avoid. You know how a week. Well, did you go to the sister? They don't care. It's like they can read Matthew 18, tatted on their brain, and they still will not do. It's like people do not want to do what the scriptures say. Go to that person.
Yep.
Oh, I already went to them, but you didn't hear. You didn't go through the process. You didn't follow what the commandment says.
Nope.
That's why it's on you. Go ahead.
Go to Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 7. We're going to try to get through a couple scriptures. But you hold this grudge, man.
Dang.
You lay down on it. You
What?
sleep on it. Read where you at.
Damn what?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7.
Come on.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Yeah, and a lot of our people tarry, man. And when you look up this definition of tarry, and we're still up on this point about going to this brother having this grudge, a lot of our people tarry in doing that. Number one, they don't know how to talk. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to go to a brother. See, because number one, you're prideful as hell. You can't even ask, like, listen, I go to an elder. This brother did this to me. How should I go to him? That's being humble, man.
Well, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, you don't even want to listen to an elder to show you the way to do things.
They're right. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man,
and the way thereof is death.
God.
And the death is you. And then you killing your spirit, man. But when you talk about Terry, it talks about delaying. You're delaying, read.
To turn to the Lord.
Come on.
And put not off from day to day.
Yeah, you put off from day to day, dealing with your brother, dealing with your mom. You know how many small issues you got with family members, intermediate family, with your mother and father? Like, my dad had a grudge against me because I chose to go. Number one, he kicked me out the house. He kicked me out the house because I hit a curb. A little chunk of the tire came out, and he got all mad because I didn't tell him. But I'm like, I bought the tires, I bought the truck. It ain't that serious. But to him, it was.
right?
So he kicked me out the house, and okay, well, I get kicked out the house. I got to find a place to stay. I'm not finna go to the hood. My mom's friend got a 2-story house. Her and her daughter, she let me stay in for free. I'm gonna go over there, but my dad don't like her, right? But my dad had a grudge against me because I went over there. I'm like, nigga, are you for real? How you kick me out the house and now I can't stay here?
That's how people of the world think.
Yes.
Chaotic, huh?
Yes, you know, obviously before I was in the truth.
Headache.
And my mom was like, yeah, your dad, got a grudge. I'm like, how you grudge against your own son? So what I had to do, weeks go by. I'm gonna call this brother, man.
Right.
I'm gonna call this brother. That's what he ain't my pops right now because he ain't acting elderly.
Right.
Let me call this young brother real quick, man. So I had to call him and ease things out, man. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. We got a good relationship now because it was rough.
But it took you having to humble.
Oh yeah.
And not having to be like him. And say, you know what? I'm gonna go to the brother.
Right.
Hey, let's rap. It takes humility to do that.
Oh yeah.
Even though when you know you're right. You can be right.
And the beautiful part is with his father, because this is a known thing in blacks and Israelites, man. You don't like to talk. Right. So with his father, my grandpa got over 30 kids, man. Oh yeah, fruitful and multiplied, 30 kids. But he had an issue with his dad because he left. Technically, he didn't leave. He just had another family. My dad had 10 brothers and sisters, and he just left. Not left, but obviously moved, separated. And it was understanding between my grandma and my grandpa. But my father felt a certain way and held a grudge against his father. But then when his father hit the grave, what happened? Golly. I never went to him and talked to him. I never told him how I felt.
Right.
You're gonna wait till you get to the hospital. He on his dying breath.
Now you regret.
And you trying to read a paragraph to him because you prepared it. He don't hear that. He's gone. He does not hear that. You know what I'm saying? But our people do that. They wait till they're on their lying deathbed. I'm gonna confess everything now.
Right. It's too late, bro.
I'm gonna get my manifesto with everybody I really love. Like, yeah, but you didn't do that while you was living.
Yeah.
Our people tarry from day to day.
Yeah.
And they hold these grudges, man. Keep reading.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Right.
And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Yeah, and it's talking about this individual about tearing from the Most High. But even with us tearing, listen, the Most High may take that individual that you got a grudge against. And now you feeling sick. The Most High never meant for us to have these emotions within us, man. Grudge, pride, envy. Give me Ephesians 4:31. He didn't want that within us. But now we have that to those that we supposedly love. And then when it comes to their death, it's too late. We grudging. Shit, you might even grudge when they ain't even in the grave. Yeah, it's good for that nigga to die.
A lot of them.
It's good for them to die.
A lot of our people, just like those series, movies, they be doing that.
You that demonic. You done ingrained and encompass that envy and jealousy into your own body. You looking like one of them, the dude on Men in Black, first episode, with the alien in his body. Ticking. That's how you looking now.
I'm glad he died. A lot of people be like that too. It's sad.
Come on.
Man.
Yeah. Read where you at. Because these are the spirits that's upon you, man. It starts with grudging.
They come with that, oh no, I forgave him.
Right.
It'd be a deceptive line. Yeah, I forgave him. I ain't even thinking about it. Yeah, you didn't forgive them because if you forgave them, you would do the right way.
Right.
You would have went to them.
Because you got a lot of people
they're
not trying to go to people. What do? I'm going to forget about it. Like, Bro, you ain't finna forget about that.
It don't work like that.
You're going to have a flashback and snap.
Yep.
You're going to have a flashback and those feelings are going to come right back up to you, man. Read where you at.
Yeah.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31.
Because when you have this grudging spirit upon you, upon others, this uneasiness, this you didn't talk it out with this individual, these are the other spirits that come upon you. Read where you at.
Let all bitterness and wrath and anger.
Yeah, you bitter. You're angry now. You got wrath towards this person. Read.
And clamor.
Come on.
And evil speaking.
Man, listen. The Hispanic and Native American, black people, they have evil speakings all the time about somebody, man. You want to talk down upon a brother while they sick or you got a problem with them. You love to talk, man. Our people talk the talk but don't walk no damn walk. Especially in the truth. You're supposed to try to heal these individuals. Talk with them. But the world does the same thing, man. You know, you got a problem with your stepfather. Your mother done divorced your dad. Now she got a new husband. You don't talk to him because you on your dad's side. You got issues with this brother. But then when he dies, you see how it affects your mom. Now you feeling sick. Why? Because you feel like you attributed to this man's death in whatever fashion it may have happened. But because we end up inbound or we have these spirits within us, these traits. Read.
Yep.
And evil speaking be put away from you.
Right?
With all malice.
Yeah, the Most High said you got to put that away. Because we hold these feelings and emotions toward these people. And obviously we're building up to show you that we do all this excess after they die. But before they die, or after they die, but before they die, we should have came to them, man. We should have made our soul at rest. You shouldn't be the one out here having nightmares and dreams. These people in your dreams walking up to you because you know you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
That ain't the right way. Think about it. There's nothing to call. You know, I think about it. You know, I think about, my mother or father passing. You know, they're going to pass, man. It is what it is. But as of right now, I'm going to make sure I do my things. Listen, Ma, you still eating that pork? I may do a subtitle. Dad, you still trying to get right, man?
Yep.
It's funny because my grandma came to the house. She's 80 years old, man, like 85, 86. And this is in Houston. And I remember it was her, my mother, my father, and I was sitting on about pork, right? Not eating pork. She was like, nobody tell me that. I was like, you 80 years old, nobody told you about not eating pork? But think about it, though. At least one thing, if she hit that dirt off of whatever type of disease or if she just passed away, I know one thing, I tried my best. I did my part.
Right.
I hit her up. Grandma, you all right? You still eating that? You still eating that pork, huh? You trying to keep them commandments, huh, Grandma? Huh? At least we know we do our best. But when you have these spirits on you, you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You're not caring for others. The scripture says about provoking each other to good works. You don't do that no more because you got all this animosity towards this person. This grudging. Read.
And be kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another.
And that's what it's about. You're supposed to forgive the hurt that someone did to you. If that's the case. Because when they die, you're going to hold that against yourself. That is how the slope goes. Everybody's in remorse and doubt and crying and sad and, I wish Come on, man. Yeah, I'm going to cry. I ain't finna holler and scream. Like I just talked to him yesterday. He's all right. He was ready to die anyway. For you suckers that didn't talk to him, I know it already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now you want to do a whole long list of...
And they're free. They're free. They're more free than us.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Paul said to die is gain.
Yeah. Proverbs 13 and 10.
Hold on. Disclaimer. Because people go to think you're saying you don't supposed to cry. The scriptures say weep for the dead.
Oh, yeah.
We just read it.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
Ecclesiastes 7.
What we're talking about is you're doing things too late.
Yep.
You're crying when you could have been a help. You're doing all these pictures and things of that nature when you could have actually helped out family, friends, people that you love by giving them the knowledge of the Most High. So remember, we just went over the scripture. It said weep for the dead. So there's nothing wrong with weeping.
Oh, yeah.
It's just us that understand death and understand the will of the Most High. We process it a little bit different. You know what I mean? I cried once when my dad died. That was it for me. I He's not in the dirt. He's not in that grave.
Yep.
His body's not there. I don't need to keep crying. I don't need to keep going to the graveyard every year he died. He's with the Most High. So, people process. They don't understand the scriptures, so they process things different. And they're crying and dying and whoa, and then it drags people down.
Oh yeah.
I know that's going more into death itself. I guess we got to go over another class on that topic, but how to mourn and things of that nature. But it says 7 days. It said weep for him 7 days. After the 7 days, him or her, you move on. You can't live your life weeping and crying. Everybody's number is going to be pulled and called one day.
Yep. And
when it happens, just make sure you did the right things to be for those individuals.
Oh yeah.
To be there.
Proverbs 13 and 10. Proverbs 13 and 10, right with it. But our people,
yeah,
they don't do that.
I had this conversation with my son. He grew up away from me. It was really beating him up about his aunt. He was like, yeah, man, I was hanging around with this whack chick. He's only 22, 23. He's like, yeah, I'm hanging around with this garbage chick when I could have been helping her through her problems. And that'll mess with your conscience.
Oh,
You're right. And that's the thing. People don't see what they have.
Yep.
People don't see where the real help and real love is until it's gone. And then it's like, dang, now it's eating at you.
Yep.
We don't have to go through that. All that's soap opera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Afterwards, you want to react. You can do it in your life. You know what I mean? And understand and talk to your family and give them the knowledge and warn them and help them or whatever is needed. Don't wait to the last minute. And that's the point of this topic. Go ahead.
Yep. Go to read that. Proverbs 13 and 10.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 10.
Come on.
Only by pride cometh contention.
Yeah, when you fighting against your loved ones, people around you, you prideful, man. You fighting, got all these different spirits on you. It comes from pride. That's only where this contentious spirit comes.
Right.
You don't want to let go of what they did or, the harm that they've done. That's pride. But with you not talking to people as well, it's pride.
Yeah.
That's where the root of it comes from, man. All these spirits, all these tearing from day to day, you prideful, man. You don't want to release that. Proverbs 29 and 23. You don't want to release that because our people is prideful. Then I don't know what, man. Sad. You go to the grave just to make yourself feel good inside of you, man. But you look like a little scarecrow, sick, withered away, Larry Holmes. And that's what pride does. Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 23.
Come on.
A man's pride shall bring him low.
Yeah, and it brings you low. Why? Because you don't let this person die now. You don't let them die through your pride. You don't want to go to him. You don't want to go visit him. You don't want to call him. You got a brother locked up in prison. You don't want to write to him because you're just lazy. Or you didn't agree with what he did. It's pride, man. It says a pride will bring a man low. And it does because the effects of that pride. Or what happens from the pride. Read.
But honor shall uphold the humble in spirit.
Yeah, man. Honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. And honor is what? What do you get honor in? Visiting the sick. Knowing that you did right. When you go to the funeral, shoot. Listen, man, Johnny was always over there at Sister Dorothy's house, man, trying to help her out, trying to cut the grass, bring her mail. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, Mario, he was right there with his disrespectful father. Even though he was disrespectful, he was right there with him. You know, Max, man, even though his mom wanted to keep him right there around her, he was still there for her, listening to her, even though she didn't believe what he believed. For real though. But this is what happens because you don't want remorse and shame to hit you. Proverbs 11 and 2. You don't want shame and remorse to be upon you, man, because you didn't act when you could have, when it was too late, and now all the thoughts of what shoulda, woulda, coulda have been done. You know what I'm saying? What you could have did. Dang, you know what they did have? They were on Facebook all the time. I could have just messaged them. Dang, I did see that post that they posted in. They didn't seem right. Something didn't sound right. Let me hit them up real quick.
Let mess with your psyche.
It does. Like, even when my grandma passed away, I did not go to her funeral. You know why? Bro, I went to see her all the time. I called her on the phone. This Butterroll grandma, oh, Butterroll. You know what I'm saying? She had dementia, but she remembered me. Like, I didn't have to go down there. And this is actually, you know, when I was with the body, but I was busy doing the work. I was needed here. I'm not finna go out there to mourn with cats that didn't love her. Please. Y'all can have that. And the sad part about it, they was fighting at the funeral. How the hell you fight at a funeral, you big dummies? You, bro, insensitive. Bro, guns pulled out at funerals.
Niggas, man. Niggas.
They didn't care about them before they died, nor do they care about them after they died. Because they're still prideful, and they still only care about themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my son. I was like, listen, okay, you felt this way, but now you can honor her by moving in wisdom after she's gone. Like, you know, and it's hard for people to understand that they don't got the knowledge.
Huh?
They don't understand, man, that you're gonna keep this downward roll into destruction because you got no knowledge. You know?
Con. Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2.
Come on.
When pride cometh,
Right?
then cometh shame.
Because shame do come with that pride. Now you shameful for what you've done. Now you're shameful because you see the results of your pride, man. After the fact, the Most High done checks you real quick. Because the Most High going to revenge that pride, like it says in Ecclesiasticus. He going to surely revenge that pride. And when that person dies, your mother or father or sister or brother or someone that you knew, now you like, dang. Now oh my God.
Yep.
Now you over here can't sleep at night. You feel as if you ain't nobody. Now you cutting yourself on the low, just trying to get through the pain. Because why? Read that again.
When pride cometh, then cometh shame.
Yeah, then cometh shame, man. You're going to be shamed. Read.
But with the lowly is wisdom.
Yeah, when you have this shame upon you, now you feel as if, especially our people, we try to do the utmost after they die now. Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and 4. We're going to finish this little scripture. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 4. Or 14 and verse 14 through 17. But whenever they die, now you trying to do the utmost. You trying to one up everybody else like you really care. It's like, bro, you should have did that earlier. You shouldn't have tarried so much. Like you should have visited her when she was like right down the street. Like, bro, she was 10 minutes from you. Like, what you mean? Like, now you got the RIP, or you got a brother, you got a especially people out here in Norfolk. They do it more here than Houston. They got the block. Remember what they got, the free. It's like the gangbanging shirts.
Long live.
Yeah, long live, whatever. Like, everybody gets that out here. It's like you didn't correct him before. You know what I'm saying? He had his pistol locked and glocked and ready to go. You didn't let him know. Listen, bro, you're 14. You should be studying at home rather than on the streets. Listen, bro, before you pull this gun out in the mall and shoot somebody, bro, I advise you to let's get out of here. All right, let's talk about it. Like, bro, somebody just shot up in the mall. Like, they pulled a pistol out in the mall. It's like, you didn't check him right then and there? Like, whoa, like, I ain't gonna lie. I had a brother, I was young. I was at a club drinking. I was at the after hour spot. Man, somebody said something to me. Long story, I'm not gonna go in detail. Went to the truck, got the shotty. I about to swing it out. Partner was like, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. I was like, I wish a nigga would. I'm gonna get you before you get me. That was my mentality. But he did that, and I think about it, I'm like, dang, if he wouldn't have done that, where would I be?
Right.
But how much more you do that in somebody else's life, man? A little word, a little hello gesture. What's going on? How's your day? Let me check up on you. How much more that? Because now you don't have to have that shame or that guilt, because a lot of our people with that, you start going into this graven image now, man. Like our people do. On the shirts, you got the pictures on the back of your license plate, back of your window. You got the whole unit with the pants and socks and shoes and drawers. You got the altar. You got the ashes in your house. Like, nigga, you really got ashes in your house? Like, that really, that's what it warrants?
No, you got a vial on your necklace.
Oh, yeah. You wear a vial
That's what
on your
they're doing
necklace.
now. They're doing the ashes.
The ash vial.
Somebody at the mall. I was like, what's that right there? Though he was like, that's my forgot what he said. He was like, that's my granddad or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's like right
voila.
there. Really? I was like, bro, what's that? That's dope. He was like, oh, that's the ashes of my such and such. I was like,
whoa.
like right there on your neck? Like they just got burnt up, put
Right.
on your neck.
Yeah, that you get the tattoos. It's like you got the tattoo, but it looked like your grandpa, but it's supposed to be your grandma. It's like, what is that?
It's like a cartoon.
It don't look right. And you got a tattoo you trying to get removed now. Like they put all the little, how they try to clean it. You look at it, you be like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Who's that? Abuelo? No, that's abuela. Like, that's what you doing now, tattoo, so you can see her every time? You know she didn't drive. You could have picked her up, took her to the grocery store. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes.
Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and verse 14. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and verse 14.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 14.
Uh-huh.
For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world.
Read.
And therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Yeah, and we're talking about obviously these images and idols that came, right?
Come.
But our people, when they have this remorse and this shame, oh my God, we'll go to the ends earth to what's the word I want to use?
Immortalize people.
Right.
That's where that Tupac, Biggie,
Yep.
Aaliyah.
rappers, Elias, like you want to immortalize these people. Oh, they ain't dead. I seen them in Cuba.
Oh yeah.
No, he's dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's over there. He was actually right there at the door. That's because he held the door open for
Right.
me. Like, nigga, please stop.
Oh, they still rocking Selena shirts. Like anything for Selena.
Right, the I know. Read where you at? You read?
Verse 15.
Come on.
For a father afflicted with an untimely mourning,
Yeah, with the father afflicted with the untimely mourning. Read.
when he had made an image of his child, soon taken away.
Yeah, now you got a father whose son has died. Now he want to make an image because it says untimely. He wasn't prepared for it. Who knows what he could have been doing? He may not have been talking to his son. He may have been doing some dirt to his son. He didn't talk to him the right way. Abandoned him. Because you got a lot of fathers like that, especially in our nation, as we know what the scriptures and curses say. The man will leave his children. Now they got an untimely death. They get ran over in the streets, get shot by the police. Now you want to Trayvon Martin. You hollering and screaming. You could have prevented that.
God.
You could have told him to be in by the street lights, little Negro,
God.
little Israelite,
God.
rather than let him just run on the streets.
God.
But now you want to make an image. Read.
Now honored him as a good,
As
a God.
Come on, now read that again.
Now honored him as a God.
Yeah, now you honoring these individuals as a god, because that's what our people do. Going into this graven image, man. You honoring them with on your neck. You got the little urn on your chest. Listen, follow the commandments like that. Be a brother like that. Be a sister like that. Be a big sister or a little brother like that. Because it still goes the same way. Y'all can still do things now for your siblings because you don't know what might happen. The scripture says it was an untimely mourning. You don't know what's waiting for you the next day. You don't know what's waiting for your elder the next day. Dang, that last conversation I had with him, I should have called him back and told him I apologize rather than not saying anything. Now the elder passed away in his sleep. This brother passed away in his sleep. In which you got guilt.
Yeah, your husband.
Yeah.
Wives.
Come on.
Like how many times you get in these arguments with your husbands or your wives and you say hurtful things?
Oh yeah.
You don't know, man, that those relationships build you build up things in your mind, man, that you can regret later.
Oh yeah. I never want to have kids with you. Like, nigga, for
Right.
real? Are you gonna break my little heart like that?
But those are the ones they go to the funeral. Oh, we was just for to have kids.
Right? No, we
We was
weren't.
for to start a family.
Nah. If he was alive, he wouldn't have said that.
Right.
Huh? Yeah, he was the one. Shit. Not when you was with him. You didn't act like it. Oh, disgruntled, high-minded, delusional individual.
Didn't you just say I wish he died?
Come on. Keep reading.
Come. Which was then a dead man.
Yeah, now he's a dead man. Read.
And delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Right, and our people love ceremonies and sacrifices for the dead, man. You got the wake, the viewing, the funeral. Then after the funeral, you got the party where they eating and talking together about a nigga that they didn't know about, a sister that they didn't know about. Like, bro, you didn't even know Auntie Jane. Like, nigga, please. Stop. Brother, sisters, man, stop being fake and phony.
I had a friend like that. In Colorado I grew up with. He became a real heavy meth head, and he was really addicted. But the people that were around him that were affiliated in our circle,
Right.
nobody did anything really to help him. And then when the day came where he committed suicide, he went on a police chase, ran up a building, and then popped himself behind the ear. Like he was just visiting the one of our acquaintances, and she didn't do a damn thing to help him.
Right.
She didn't say nothing. She was like, I don't know. I can't even word.
Yeah, you could talk a lot of time. Those people that finna do that, you can give them a thought.
Yeah. But if you're so self-absorbed, you don't see it. You worried about everything else except what that person's going through, and you already know their history.
Yep.
And their track record of how they are
No, it's comments.
and what they've done.
Right.
Keep reading.
Come on, verse 16. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong.
Hold on. A what?
An ungodly custom.
Because our people keep ungodly customs. Every time I see these funeral processions, I'm like, ugh. I bet y'all didn't talk to him 3 days before he died. I bet y'all didn't talk a month, 2 months, 3 months before he died. You over here eating ham hock and turnip greens and sweet candy yams and tamales and menudo and all that good stuff after they died. So you didn't fix that when they was alive, man. Now you want to do all the extra. You want to write letters to him. Little baby sister, I love you. Like, too late. Baby sister can't get that. They don't obtain that.
That's why I tell them. This is why how I like my kids, and I'm like, you start moving grudgingly around each other.
Yeah.
But what about if your brother got took? Most High, or your sister got took? How you gonna feel
Right.
that you was so cruel and evil and negative? You know what I mean? Just to put in them, like, life is real. Anybody can be taken.
Yeah.
Age don't matter.
Now, listen, the Most High said He take you out so that you won't be defiled, man.
So a lot of times, babies can be taken. Then what you gonna do? Well, I never wanted to be around him. I resented him, and you guys paid more attention. But now he's gone. Now how do you feel? Like crap. Now you got to live this life with more pain in your mind.
Yeah.
So you got to watch what negative thoughts you let build up, man.
Not you naming your kids after the dead.
Right. Yeah.
You remembering what you didn't do, so you gonna make up through this one. You don't want to live like that. Read.
Yeah.
Thus, in the process of time,
Come
an
on.
ungodly custom,
A what?
an ungodly custom,
Right.
grown strong, was kept as law.
And we do that now. Ungodly customs, man. All this excessive. I need to make up for what I didn't do. I got jewelry after you. I got shirts after you. Every Thursday I'm gonna wear this for you. Big Bob, we with you. No, you're not. You was never with Big Bob. Big Bob was out there selling them pounds of weed, and you was hoping he came back with a couple duckies. You didn't tell him about you should move smarter. I wouldn't do that.
Every time I crack open this bottle, I gotta pour something from the homies.
Yeah, you pouring out wine for the homies. Right, nigga, he didn't drink. Like, stop. Like, come on, that's how this backwards our people is, man. Like, your homie, that's what he's worth. A shot of alcohol.
It's the American ideology mixed with rat ass hood mentality.
And that's why I say, because it's an ungodly custom.
The hood mentality is worse, man.
Oh my God.
The American mentality is bad, but the hood mentality, oh my God.
Because they
what was that
that's
movie?
for gutter
You
niggas.
seen that movie How High? You remember that movie How High? How his friend
Border
died, got
jumpers.
hit by a bus, and then he put his ashes into a tree, into a cannabis tree, and he called it ivy. He said no ivory, and he was smoking ivory. So he did that to commemorate his best friend.
Read that again.
Yeah, it said, thus in the process of time, an ungodly custom was grown strong.
Yeah.
It was kept as law.
Ungodly custom. Read.
And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
Yeah, we do that now, man. You got the picture. Ain't nothing wrong with pictures, but you cats got them at like altars.
Yeah.
They over there bowing down and
shrines.
yeah, shrines.
Yeah, you got the incense, you got the pitcher, you got, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
you
then
got his
go
favorite
over,
beer.
and then you go over and you doing what? You burning incense to that.
Yeah, he got the
and
favorite.
you do it like just it becomes
It's a ceremony.
The scripture is saying it becomes one time becomes okay. You honor them, right?
Right.
But then now it's every year, then every week, and it's like then you go over to their picture and you light incense.
Right.
Now you worshiping this idol.
That's idolatry.
Yeah.
Read.
Verse 17. Whom men could not honor in presence.
Read that again.
Whom men could not honor.
Right.
Oh
in
my
presence.
God.
Yeah, because you're doing all this now after they done died.
But
Because,
you couldn't even honor them in presence because a lot of them is wicked. A lot of them is wicked. A lot of them is off.
Con.
Right? Or the simple fact that you just didn't do it.
Con.
You didn't honor them. But a lot of them is so wicked that you didn't want to go over there. You know why? Because their spirit was off.
Right.
You didn't want to help because they had demons on them. So why you at the funeral crying?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that brother should have did this. Too late. Now you trying to inform other people. Too late.
You should have had an intervention earlier.
Come on, read.
Because they dwelt afar off.
Yeah, he dwelt afar off. Like, bro, that's why ain't no excuse no more, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Israelites around the world. Ain't no excuses. Because y'all little kids is better than me on this phone. I can call, email, text, but you got everything now. Snap. What's the other? Instagram. What's the other sites that you can talk to online with friends?
Everything. TikTok.
TikTok. What is TikTok anyway? I keep hearing TikTok.
It's just it's like WhatsApp, but not. It's like Snapchat.
Okay. TikTok. Vine. Oh, Vine. Oh, music. Okay. Right. Still.
It's like Snapchat, but they just do dances on them, and
Right.
it's like the more the theme is dancing and
singing.
yeah, dancing and singing and being a fool on there.
Long story short,
Like Vine, yeah.
you better not have no excuses. I'm afar off. This will bring you right there to him. Read, and you can call Barbados, Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras. You can call anywhere. Read.
They took counterfeits of his visage
Come on.
from afar.
Yeah, counterfeit. It wasn't him. Come on, read.
And made an expression, and made an express image
Right.
of the king whom they honored.
Yeah, expressed image. Our people, listen, lately they got them on their chains and pictures, man.
And y'all know what this is talking about. This is talking about how the Greeks, the Romans, idolatry and anything. We talk about Caesar Borgia, that image that was set up.
Oh, yeah.
It was set up the same way. What is it? Cesare?
Cesare Borgia.
Yeah. It's the same way his image was set up. And you got our knucklehead nation, our people following that same image.
Oh, he's tatted everywhere on
Yeah.
throughout the 9.5 body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it'd be Esau version,
Got the
too.
chains.
Ugh.
All that.
Read.
Come to the end that by this their frowardness they might flatter him that was absent,
Read.
as he were present.
As if. Come
He
on.
was present.
As if he were present.
Yeah, it's too late, man. You're doing all this extra flattering, all this extra gestures for a dead individual, like the scripture says at the beginning in what was that? It says in what was that gifts? Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 33 says, "A gift hath grace in the sight of every man living, and for the dead detaineth it not." And that's the same thing that's going on. They over here doing these things like they're in front of them. Now they're spiritual. All their little angels around me, and they can see me doing all this for them. Bro, stop. It don't work like that, man. Do it while they're alive.
Yeah.
And that's where this class came from, man. So
Yeah.
hopefully it hits some people. Send that to some people online. Send it to your ratchet uncle, your ratchet auntie. Send it to the four corners, man. They need to hear it.
But when they send it to their ratchet auntie or uncle, at the end they gonna hear you call them ratchet.
Hey, I was ratchet before I was reformed.
Right.
And I was as a beast before the scriptures.
Right.
You know, ratchet just means a little off, man.
No, I'm just messing.
Right? It's a little off. I'm trying to clean it up. Nah. But no, you know, our people need this, man, because listen, it's idolatry, man, how we go into this, but that remorse and shame can be removed by applying the Bible, man. Being there for your brother, being there for your sister, being there for your siblings.
Yep.
Because the Most High gave us this word and how to live. So
Yeah. All right.
Done.
So that's that.
Done.
If y'all
Let me get that
got
out.
any questions, no, that was a good.
Let me get that out.
No, that was good topic, good class. Y'all got any questions on the class? Any topic on the topic?
Challenges that was perfect.
Really?
Yeah, because my mother-in-law, her sister lost her husband a couple of days ago. The funeral was today.
Oh, wow.
So my wife talked to her aunt today, and she was like, just asking her how she was doing and everything, because she always talks to her.
Right.
And everything. Just like I said, the message right here was like, they had a big funeral up in Maryland and everything.
Right.
So her mom went to the funeral and everything, so she was coming back. So,
Right.
yeah, it was the same, like I said, it just hit perfect.
Exactly. Good. That's beautiful to hear, man. Y'all know the deal, brothers and sisters. Tomorrow morning we're going to be having Sabbath morning class on our other channel. All right. Most of y'all on here should already know that we have 7 days of class between the both channels. So tomorrow morning, Tahawam or Quatazap is going to take it away and do a morning class. All right. So other than that, tomorrow, if you need a question answered after Sabbath morning class, you can go on and ask questions on there also. So if that's it, let's say shalom to everybody. Shalom. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Forgot about it. Didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I forgot. I literally forgot.
I seen it.
It happened.
I was like, damn, I'm not seeing what I'm thinking I'm seeing.
Yep.
My apologies.
It happened up top too.
Con. Christina, that's cool. She got in Wisconsin. That's hilarious. I ain't talked to her in a couple weeks.
You know, so the Facebook too? Your Facebook?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Right there.
Everybody else, I majum upon your hapadam, bias and face the east, man.
Hey, where you from? West Indies?
Yeah, I got a
Hey, how'd you do it?
West Indian.
That's funny, man. I ain't talked to her in a minute.
Get class.
Spirit rock. Mosai is my rock. Mosai is my rock. What?
Getting that Facebook following back since we've been posting them.
Hey, do you think I should do these?
We had it at the point we were getting a lot of views on it. Like this one right here, the last class got 200 views already.
Question.
Yeah.
You think I should, because I got the one for Instagram. Should we post that one too at live at the same time?
Instagram